Hello, my name is Smith Roger Gopal, and this is my first video. Please, I encourage you to comment down below throughout the video if there's any video taking tips. Thank you. That'll be a big help. Though, even though this is my first video, I'm gonna be starting a new series which is about all the periodic table. Hopefully, all 818. Alrighty, let's get right into it. Alright. So today we're gonna learn about hydrogen. Hydrogen is represented with one big giant H, and its atomic number is a 1. Its atomic weight is 1.00784 U. Don't worry about what this U means, because it means 1/12 of the mass of a single carbon-12 atom in its ground state. I know that sounds pretty confusing for you, but in new series, hopefully, after this periodic table series, I'll make a new chemistry series. And it's all going to be about that type of stuff. Hydrogen's color, like the color of it, is clear. So it doesn't really have a color. But though, when I say clear, I don't mean it's like this type of color, like white. White is white. Clear is like not color, like water, for example. That's the type of clear that we're talking about. Except not like water, but not fully like water, but like clear. Like it's the color of air, and you can't see air. So, like, it's the color of air, except you can't. It's clear. It's let's not get too into that. All right. Even though hydrogen is a gas, I mean, you all know that, right? If you don't, no offense, first time viewers. This is for people like you. Hydrogen is a gas, but even though it is a gas, that means it can't. That doesn't mean it can't melt or boil. Hydrogen's melting point is at negative 434 degrees Fahrenheit, which is in Celsius, it's negative 259 Celsius. Its boiling point is at pretty close around the same range as melting point, but it's at negative 423 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Celsius, it's negative 253 degrees Celsius. All right. Now let's talk about with that we talked about like all about hydrogen. Now let's talk about who found or invented hydrogen. Though hydrogen is a natural element, although there are unnatural and artificial elements made by us humans. Later on, we will discuss this as we approach them. But for today, this hydrogen is a natural element found like in nature. Hydrogen was discovered by an English physicist named Henry Cavendish. I know, or should I say Cavendish? Sorry, my bad. All right, an English physicist named Henry Cavendish in 1766. Though the truth behind his discovery was that we humans were always producing hydrogen, but we just like never realized it until until Henry Cavendish came along and finally recognized it as an element. That's why we thank Henry Cavendish. Yippee! All right, moving on. Um, Now that we know the past and what our element is, let's let's try to go inside the element. Hydrogen is not an isotope. You might be wondering, what's an isotope? Uh, an isotope is is when an element has more protons than its neutrons. Yeah. Let me get a picture of that for you. See, let the blue represent a proton, and this red right here is an electron. If you don't know what protons and neutrons are, protons, neutrons, and electrons are, then you might want to join me on my upcoming chemistry series. You see how hydrogen's atomic number is 1, right? It has 1 proton. But how many neutrons does it have? 0. This is an isotope because the number of protons is different from the number of neutrons. So that's what an isotope is, and that's how this is an isotope. Yeah, I can't talk today. All right. Um. So yeah. All right. Now that we've seen the past and what it is, let's try to go outside. But first, we gotta start with us humans. Us humans, the hydrogen in our bodies. We have our bodies are made about 10% hydrogen. That's you might think that's not a lot, right? But watch out, this might confuse you. 62% of atoms in our body uh, is hydrogen. Yeah, atoms. This is the part that might confuse you. Percent of atoms. This is about atoms. That's like in general of the human body. All right, now let's zoom out a bit. Oh, I don't know why I'm saying a bit, but like a lot, and see what we humans call the universe. Sorry. This is pretty surprising, but 75% of the universe is hydrogen. That's quite a lot, knowing that the universe is literally everything. But this is pretty reasonable. And why? Since there's about 100,000 stars in every galaxy, that slash is a per symbol, if you know math. Like, or you can make right per. It's just is a per symbol. Okay. 100,000 stars per galaxy. That's about. But you know how the stars light up? Like, cause like big boom booms, like explosions, nebulae. That's because of the hydrogen built up in them. The stars glow because of their hydrogen. They whoop, and they go boom boom because of the large amounts of hydrogen built up in them. So that's why there's so much like hydrogen in our universe. Well, let's go back to the Earth from our universe. Let's go back to the Earth. I think we're done with the universe, right? Like it's pretty big for all of us to know. We don't even know all of the universe. We only know part of it. But we use hydrogen in many different ways. But we get those hydrogens. We get that hydrogen in nature. That's why it's a naturally found element. We most finally we see it in like water, like streams, rivers, oceans, lakes, like all those types of stuff. You know why? Because hopefully you guys know this. If you don't, that's fine. We'll talk about it in our chemistry series. Because water is made of H2O. Yeah, you might recognize that, right? Probably do. But this H2O is everywhere in our water. Like everywhere. Put on this stream, okay? Everywhere. So like that's why it's most commonly found in water. Also oxygen, right? You're probably wondering about the oxygen, right? Oxygen is found in water, but oxygen is also given out by trees. So take your pick. Us humans use hydrogen in many different ways. The most common is refining petroleum. Refining petroleum. Um, treating meals, like, yeah, treating, treating meals. Producing fertilizer. And producing fertilizer and other chemicals, and especially in processed foods. So, when you get processed foods, you will also be getting a lot of hydrogen. Anywho, I would like to say thank you for watching my first video. And as another reminder, please, write in the comments below about like any tips you can use. I know I stutter a lot, but thank you. So thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing and leaving a like. And also, for for where I got all this information, well, most of it is from this book. I'll have a link in the description to it. Thank you for watching. Yippee.